Welcome back to Two Idiots in a Valley.
We didn't leave. Did they leave?
Did you leave?
You don't leave
Where'd
us.
you go?
You stay right there.
You know, they can't leave if they never came.
It's getting a little better. So, we want to talk plans.
So we were going to talk about timeline.
Happenings. Oh, you and the time.
So it's September right now.
And Steven's about to get a beat down. He'll be back in October.
Oh no. Plans. Let's talk plans.
Happenings on. So, the side-by-side was a key factor in us moving forward in a lot of our plans at the land, specifically being able to go up the North Mountain.
Yes, up the staircase, which you guys have seen because you've seen that episode because you're dedicated viewers.
And that's what we appreciate about you.
Is that what you appreciate about them?
Yes. So, side-by-side's back. You can see it right back there. It's coming right along with us.
That side-by-side's on our ass.
You can't swear.
I can do anything I want.
Now, you'll get demonetized.
That's just not true.
It's very true.
You can swear all you want on YouTube.
If you want to be demonetized.
It's not in their content policy.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's in their revenue sharing policy.
You have not read either.
I have not. It's a family show.
It is a family show. I'm sorry if you don't like the word.
I'll make him
ass.
soap his mouth out. So, we are ready to resume cabin building. Forget about all these silly little tool sheds and bathhouses and nonsense. It's not why we're there. We're there to build a cabin.
Yay.
So, to that point, we need some heavy equipment.
Indeed. Indeed. We're about to make a very important purchase.
The sawmill. It's a sawmill.
It's a sawmill.
We're buying a sawmill
We're buying a sawmill.
so that we can mill our own lumber. Forget about chainsaw mills and all that. We're going for the real deal. I haven't quite landed on the exact model yet. We're still going through some different options.
We know a brand.
We know what brand.
We're going to buy the Mech-Max.
We can't spoil it. What if we were in negotiations?
We're not.
We're not. We're going to buy Mech-Max. And
Clearly, I want something to be clear here. We are buying a Mech-Max with our money. We're not getting sponsored like a bunch of these other really cool YouTube channels.
people with subscriber counts.
Yeah, because people watch their stuff.
Let's also be really clear. We would love to be sponsored.
We've had the sellout conversation.
Yeah, I know, but you're trying to act like we're too good to be selling out right now.
Well, listen, the fact that we can't sell out right now, I'm going to harp on me not being a sellout.
We have yet to sell out, although we don't think that's a noble trait. You should, if you think it's a noble trait, no, we didn't sell out. We are purchasing a sawmill.
We can't sell out.
A Mech-Max.
Yeah, either the 22 or the 26 inch.
Right.
The 22 inch is probably
They don't care. We'll go through this when it shows up.
Way bigger.
If you want to know about the specs, go check out Mech-Max. They don't sponsor us. I'm not getting into it. However, when we get the one that we're buying, we'll walk through it. We'll show you what the features are, why we got it, all this, that, and the other.
They do care.
They care about what we get. If they care enough about Mech-Max sawmills, they can go look up the details.
I was just going to say...
I know what you were going to say.
They don't know what I was going to say.
That's fine. I'm protecting them.
Oh. Do you feel protected? Do you feel safe in this environment? I certainly don't.
You shouldn't. So, sawmill's coming, which means we gotta ramp up foundation setting on the cabin. We're making some plans to change it up a little bit. Turns out Steven never really liked the design, and now that it's becoming real, he has to voice his opinions, which he's never done before, which I really, really, really don't like.
Hold on. Let's tell the true story of that cabin.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, no.
What?
We're going to tell the story of that cabin.
No, I've already told the version I want to be out there. We don't have to go into any more of it. So, we're going to be planning out the foundation.
We're going to, you and me, Cameron, we're going to have a moment together soon without Kirk, and you're going to get all the good stuff, all the real stories. No, what were you saying?
We're going to be planning out the foundation. We're going to be setting plans to move forward. We're going to be getting some new foundation posts cut. We're going to be planning out the site for the sawmill. We're going to be prepping that site. And that's may all be this trip.
Yep.
So check out the next episode if you want to see that part. But probably a couple episodes in the future, you will see a sawmill and you will see us start to make wildly fast progress on our main cabin, which is a total game changer up there.
Oh, for sure.
It will move our whole campsite. We're going to be moving our whole tool shed. Everything goes up the hill. There's going to be some other heavy equipment, probably just rentals though. Doing some trail work.
You didn't tell them about the water tower.
They saw us scope out the site for the water tower.
Yes.
In a previous episode.
Yeah.
They've seen that. So the trail for the side-by-side to get to that water tower site is going to get cut. Hopefully this trip.
At the very least, we're going to plan out where the trail ends.
Yes.
And we're also going to be tagging trees to get cut down.
Maybe. You didn't go to Home Depot, so we don't have any flagging tape.
I think we have some flagging tape there.
You hope.
I hope.
Uh-huh. We may just have to bring the chainsaws and just cut them as we go.
No, because you don't want to sit on the ground for that long. You yelled at me about that last time. You're very yelly recently.
Well, stop messing up. But yeah, no, the log shouldn't sit on the ground that long. But very exciting. You're about to start seeing some structures go up. The first things we're going to do, we are going to build the tower, the water tower, because there's some big trees that have to come down in order to do that. So that's going to be a good head start on some millable logs. And then we got to build a sawmill mill station.
Yeah.
A sawmill.
The sawmill mill.
The mill for the sawmill.
Sawmill. Mill building?
A mill?
Sawmill.
I think it's just a mill.
No, but that's the mill.
Right. The next mill.
Sawmill.
Basically, it's a building.
Gosh, what garage?
It's a mill.
It's a mill? Are you saying
Yeah,
sill?
like if you go to the mill,
the middle?
it's a. Go to the mill. That is the building where milling happens.
Yes.
So it is the mill. Now we have a sawmill inside of our mill.
I don't think that's right.
It's got to be right.
Because you said it?
Now that you say that, you're right.
Always right.
When you tell me I'm right.
That is a catch-22. If I say that you're right, I have to be right because I'm always right, making you more right.
More right. Most right. It's not a competition. But I'm completely destroying you.
When you whisper, the camera can't hear you.
I wanted to give you the chance to edit it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. So, we're very excited about being able to move forward. There's going to be a lot of prep work going on this trip. Assuming we can get out of bed.
Yeah, it's also Brandon's birthday week, which means
It's going to be tough to get out of bed.
do a lot of partying. He's got some big plans too, though. He wants to go all the way up the South Mountain to cut a trail for his bear feeder.
Good luck.
Where the bear den is.
A trail he hasn't plotted out. He keeps saying where there's a big rock face that kind of surrounds, like that's the base of the plateau that our bear camera sits on. And he keeps bringing it up, like, I don't know about how I'm going to get up that rock face. I'm like, yeah, you can't. There's no way. It's a rock face. It goes all the way around. He's like, I'm going to drive around it. He's never actually walked around it to see if that's even possible.
How did he get up there?
He climbs up the rocks.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I've never been up there.
I haven't either. I know how he gets up there, and I sit in the side by side because I'm not going up with the bears.
Ha! Oh, they are still going to be awake.
Yeah. And they're gorging and getting ready for hibernation.
Yeah, this might be a bad time to be going up there.
We promise we'll show you everything.
Yep, for sure.
We may have to start an OnlyFans to show you some of it. Oh, that'd be a good idea for our OnlyFans. Is show all the bloody, gory bits.
Snuff videos are so early odds.
Yeah, they did great.
Why'd they die off?
Okay, that one did. It's good stuff. Yeah, actually, that's a great segue. Good segue, Steven.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We had a conversation recently that I would like to have to share with the people at home. We talked about our growing kind of respect for our own mortality.
Yes, we did.
And we kind of talked about, you know, I told you it's what, you know, part of the reason I sold my motorcycle, and you know, you had kind of mentioned that you had a newfound fear of heights.
Yeah, which I recently found out.
So it's interesting because we do some pretty dangerous stuff at the land.
I don't feel the same fear at the land with the stupid things that we do, and I feel like we should.
We definitely should. I don't know what the disconnect is, because you're right, like we both have been feeling it. As the older we get, the more mortal we feel. But that doesn't stop me from like using a chainsaw improperly and dropping 1,500 pound logs.
I wonder if it's because we've never had a bad enough experience with it yet.
Could be.
Like, no one's broken a leg. Chainsaw hasn't cut anything off yet.
Could be.
And so we haven't really grasped how dangerous it is. We know mentally, right? We know what could happen, but there's no realistic fear. We don't respect the chainsaw.
That's probably well said. But just the land in general, like hiking up the side of a mountain. Like, if you slip and start falling down that mountain, there's not a lot stopping you.
Sure. Oh, how about the animal feature? Like bears.
Yeah, we really don't care that there's bears. You know,
What
away.
realistic percentage is there of a bear attack every time we go up there? Like, are we talking 5-10%?
50?
We don't know.
We've had a bear attack a tent.
We have. We weren't there, thank God.
Yeah.
But we haven't actually seen a bear up there.
But we know that they know that we're there.
We've seen them on camera. We just haven't seen them in person. We have seen snakes. I, in fact, saw a cottonmouth the last time we went up.
See, and I'll walk through the river and have kind of half an eye looking for snakes, but not the way I should.
Right. And hell, we let the kids play in the creek. And
Yeah.
there are clearly snakes in the creek.
Yeah.
And
Hey, watch for snakes.
yeah, but can you imagine if one of the kids got bit by a copperhead or a cottonmouth? Like,
It'd be a bad day.
we would never let them play in the creek again.
Maybe.
My wife would never let them go to the land again.
That's true. I think there's some of that is kind of what I like about the land, and it's that getting back to some self-reliance. Like, one of the things I like about taking the kids up there is we do give our children a lot of independence when it comes to that.
We do. And we teach them self-reliance.
Right, and I like that aspect. I don't like the whole ninny Nancy generation that's coming up.
I don't either.
I don't want my kids to be that. I want them to be able to walk around in the woods and not be afraid.
And take care
I don't want them to be
themselves.
afraid ever.
Sure.
And I feel like that's like everybody's afraid of everything, and it's actually had a weird way of showing itself, I think, because I think the fear actually creates a need for somebody, and I think it's the government usually, to take away all the fear, and I think that's the path to giving up freedom.
Gosh, that's profound, and I agree.
I don't want that.
But you can't live in fear.
It's not my America.
No matter what you're doing, you can't live in fear.
Right.
Go camping. Get outside. Go be with nature. The bears, the snakes, the bugs. They're there.
They want you there.
Hell, I got a bee sting the last time that we were there, and it still hasn't healed. But
I did too.
Really?
Yeah, remember that was part of my bad weekend.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, this is from the last time we went with Brandon.
By the way, for any of you who may have seen or caught the little clip where I detailed my injury from the last time we were there, I'll give you a close-up. My eye is healing well. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch all the episodes, because I don't know where Steven put that interview. But I did a little self-interview.
I imagine you made a short out of it.
It'll probably be a short, yeah. Check our shorts. It's going to be there. Guaranteed. But I'm doing much better now. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Not you, that.
Oh.
Not for you.
How about thank you for being the best nurse in the world?
Certainly the hottest.
You're so weird. I wish you weren't so awkward, bud.
Go check out Letterkenny. It's really, really funny. We're sad it's gone. Think how we still have Shoresy, though. We need to talk about something. There is a travesty afoot.
Ooh, talk to me.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
A lot of respect for those folks.
Sure.
If there was a Chick-fil-A at a better location on the way to the land, we very well could be hunting Chick-fil-A sponsorship. But as it is, we're Arby's guys. Chick-fil-A's done a bad thing.
What have they done?
I'm surprised you don't already know what I'm talking about. Your family uses Chick-fil-A a lot.
What have they done? You're worrying me. What do I not know about?
They made a special sandwich.
Okay.
The feature of this special sandwich is pimento cheese.
This happened a long time ago.
What are you talking about?
This was like 2 years ago they did this.
It's just hit my radar.
Wow. So technically, I knew about this first, and I'm
Okay.
not as upset about it as you are. I like pimento cheese.
Okay. No, you don't.
No, I do.
And here's how I know this. I know this because every holiday party you've ever gone to, there's just no better word. Some loser brings a unnatural ball or log or some shape of pimento cheese. You know what happens? That guy has one bite of it, remembers that he hates pimento cheese, and then nobody else touches it.
You're gonna get some backlash on
And
this.
Chick-fil-A went, that's what we're putting on a sandwich.
See, you're gonna get some backlash on this. A lot of people like pimento cheese. I, in fact, am one of them.
It's so not true. It's just not true.
I will eat pimento cheese with celery.
That sounds awful. That sounds like a literal torture.
It's delicious.
I don't think you know.
I have had a pimento cheese only sandwich before, and swallowed it.
On accident?
That one I don't quite recommend, but I do like pimento cheese.
Who hurt you?
You.
And it caused this pimento cheese issue?
No, speaking of cheese though, have you seen the amount of cheese that we bought for this trip?
It's a lot.
We went a little overboard. We were standing in the grocery store going, man, we should do kind of a charcuterie thing with some cheese. Okay, that means we need some meat. Oh man, do we need some more cheese to go with that meat? And we went back and forth like that 3 times and then kept buying more cheese and more meat.
You may call it a charcuterie board. We just call it an adult lunchable.
I just call it a snack.
I call it delicious. See, that's the right usage of the word delicious, not when you're talking about pimento cheese.
Pimento cheese is good.
Guess what? We bought all kinds of cheese. You know what kind we didn't get?
Pimento cheese.
Pimento
we
cheese.
did not buy pimento cheese.
No.
I'm surprised you...
I don't know where to get it.
Pimento cheese?
Yeah, I don't know where you can even buy it.
The grocery store.
I think you have to order it on the dark web.
Stop it. It's not the dark web. It's the gray web.
Maybe it's like, the same place you get like the terrible holiday sweaters. They're like, hey, want a funny sweater? Hey, want a funny joke appetizer?
The joke cheese store, yeah.
Yeah.
It only comes out in a holiday season, and it's in a red box with cellophane, and the majority of the box is plastic.
You can also get somebody sausages for a gift at the same place. Why, during the holiday season, they think people just, hey, give the gift a sausage. What? Hey, why don't you mix a bunch of olive crap in your cheese? What?
It's not olive, it's pimento.
Yeah, the pimento part of the olive, the middle part.
That's not how that works.
I know. I think the point I think we're both trying to make here is that nobody really knows what's in pimento cheese.
I certainly don't. I like it.
Oh my gosh. I hate that you agree. Yeah. I was so ready for you to be like, I know what's in it.
I don't have a clue. Not a clue what's in
Mystery
pimento cheese.
ingredient cheese.
I also don't know what's in my hot dog, but that's okay. I like hot dogs.
That's fine, but it's a holiday thing, which means it's...
Pimento cheese is not a strictly holiday thing. Chick-fil-A came out with it year-round.
And I don't think they've even sold one. I mean, comment if I'm wrong. If you've bought one of these, it could be...
I want to hear some internet backlash here. You tell him how much you like pimento cheese.
Jump in the comments. I promise you I will jump in that pool with you. And we'll debate it out. I think it could be a regional thing.
Ooh, it could be.
Yeah, like they only sell them to people in psych wards.
It's psych wards. Oh, I know personally like 3 to 9 people that like pimento cheese.
But why? Like, how did they go from... Because I know you can get a slice of American cheese on a deluxe Chick-fil-A sandwich.
You can. Yeah.
Right?
Or is it Swiss?
No, it's American.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. How do you go from that and bypass something as great as Swiss, with provolone, mozzarella, and all these great cheeses? And you go, you know what? Cheese number 2? Pimento.
I bet it's good. I bet the flavor combination of pickle brined chicken, fried chicken, and pimento cheese with Chick-fil-A's famous bun is delicious.
No.
You know what? I feel a little guilty, to be honest.
That you haven't bought one?
No, that we're talking about another fast food restaurant, not Arby's.
Well, we're talking about how much they suck.
You are.
Yeah. I got a lot. Look, you can like multiple fast food joints. Everybody knows this. We had a whole breakdown of fast food joints in a previous episode.
We did. I don't think I've edited that one
I
yet.
don't think you have either. That's why I think the fact that you think this is coming out in December, there's no way. Timeline's all broken. But
you don't think I can edit
no, I think
to November?
I think I'm saying you have way more episodes in the hopper than
I don't. I've got to count it out.
Yeah, I think you're wrong.
5 more episodes to edit.
You're wrong about that, and you're wrong about pimento cheese, and that's all there is to it. But seriously, like, how is pimento cheese the second choice for Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich topper?
Yeah,
even
it
just
is a
in the
weird
cheese family.
one.
Yeah,
it is a weird one.
like a fresh mozzarella with a basil, and you do like the Italian.
I always thought it was weird when fast food restaurants started coming out with mac and cheese.
Oh, see now Chick-fil-A. That's the thing is Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is a banger.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on. See, Chick-fil-A does no wrong. I think you need to try that sandwich.
There's
I bet
absolutely
you'd like
no
it.
way.
I bet you'd like it.
There's no way you're gonna get me to swallow pimento.
They used to do a chicken salad sandwich, which was my favorite thing at Chick-fil-A, and they took that off the menu, sadly, to be replaced with the pimento cheese sandwich.
It's weird. It is kind of interesting thing about Chick-fil-A is their chicken sandwich. I still say is the best one. All you people who like Popeyes are crazy. They haven't been in the game near long enough.
It was a good chicken sandwich, but it doesn't beat Chick-fil-A.
The Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the best on the market in the fast food game, and I don't know that I like anything else on their menu.
I like their nuggets.
Yeah, okay. So there's a chicken, right? I like the chicken. I don't like the grilled chicken.
I don't like the grilled chicken.
I
like their shakes.
They did a weird lemonade shake that was gross.
I like their lemonade.
Their lemonade's awesome. But food-wise,
I like their drive-through service.
Of course, everybody has to. That's a no. How has nobody copied that?
In-N-Out has recently.
You think?
Yeah, In-N-Out has the guy with the vest standing out there with the pad.
Yeah, but that's only part of it.
That's true.
Because at In-N-Out, you're still waiting forever for your food.
Well, yeah, but they're cooking the burger.
I hope so.
No, they are. You watch them.
So you don't think Chick-fil-A cooks the sandwich?
Not fresh.
The crazy thing is In-N-Out could have the burgers pre-cooked because they wouldn't sit that long. Because their menu is so small, you know someone's ordering the burger.
Oh, they're just constantly cooking burgers, yeah.
Yeah, so why is the wait so long?
I think that's what Steak and Shake never figured out. Was they just needed to have a burger on the grill at any given point. Just
They weren't that like in their heyday. They did.
Yeah.
They had the grill was always full.
Did you ever work at Steak and Shake?
Nope.
Brandon?
Just Brandon and someone else who will not be named. We actually knew a lot of them. Luke.
We pulled a really funny prank at
So great. So
Steak
great.
and Shake one time.
Yeah, when you know your friend is manning the drive-through window,
And
there's some good times
you're
to
a
be had
teenager.
there. Oh yeah, and you're a teenager.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that? That's hit the internet hard.
What?
Some guy at Rednecks with Paychecks in a monster truck that big ran over somebody's Jeep. Like literally monster trucked it.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Oh no!
He was pissed. They were fighting. He got in his truck, ran over his Jeep, then ran over his side by side,
Oh my god!
and then just drove off.
I'd be pissed.
Oh, it was like, and of course, the argument had been going on for a while, so there ended up being like 9 different angles of this one act happening,
Wow.
different video footage. It was awesome.
I wonder how much police presence is at Rednecks with Paychecks.
I bet it's security who's got a pretty I bet police they're close, and there's security, and just don't get out of line. Like, don't.
You think it's like Turner Falls? Like
I think it's.
like
I bet,
everybody just play nice, and we're not gonna mess with you.
yeah, probably something like that. Like, if you're falling down drunk, don't get in your
Car, yeah.
Don't get in your truck and go drive over somebody's Jeep.
Right.
I bet you security's a little tighter next year.
Yeah, you're probably right. Did you ever watch that Pumpkin Chunkin' show on Thanksgiving? It was always hosted by the people from Mythbusters.
No.
Okay. I'm not gonna.
That's
continue the
probably
story.
wise. Yeah. I was not gonna be nice.
Maybe we should continue.
I have. Oh, one more food-related topic.
All right.
This is interesting, and I don't know if I should say the source of where I got this information.
Say it.
Well, he's a very polarizing figure.
He is a very polarizing figure.
Yeah.
Is it Trump?
No.
Is it
Kind of the same lane, though.
same lane?
Uh-huh.
Is it Will Smith?
Jordan Peterson.
Who is Jordan Peterson?
He is like the so-called champion of the incels. Like, he kind of...
I'm happy that I don't know who he is.
His takes are very much like... There's like, you know, the incel community. Well,
You certainly do.
I know of them. I'm not a card-carrying member.
Mm-hmm.
He claims that there's a lot of positive attributes about them that are being misrepresented on the internet.
Aren't you? Aren't you, though? Couldn't you be defined as an incel right now? Mm-hmm.
No.
I want you to think hard about this.
I'm 100% voluntarily celibate.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But this has nothing to do with any of that. This is food related.
Okay.
I just thought it was like I don't like not saying where I heard something.
So no, I have not heard about this food pyramid lie.
Okay. So you remember the food pyramid we grew up with, right? You got
Clearly.
like grains at the bottom. It's
Yeah.
the biggest one. You got to have like 8 to 9
Right.
servings a day or whatever.
Right. Cake is in the middle.
It's it's up top a little bit.
No, it's in the middle, right? You
Oh, I
get,
got some
like,
cake for you.
3 or
Oh.
4 servings a day. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay. Apparently, that whole thing was basically a lie that was pushed forward by like the farmers of America that were pushing basically grain and wheat and things like that. And the FDA that released it went against their own basically doctor's team, their recommendation, they went against that recommendation and released this food pyramid anyway. And the way your body reacts to carbohydrates and turns them into sugars, they're saying is the leading factor in what created an obese nation. They said, like, we weren't an obese country, like, coming out of World War II, and in the 70s they released this food pyramid, and it took like 20 years, and suddenly, like, everybody's just gorging themselves on carbohydrates. They're not working them off, so they're just turning into sugar and creating this dependency on sugar.
Wow. I'd love to see what a real one looks like.
Apparently it's, I mean, so here's my issue right now is, and I've done several different forms of research into different diets and what works best, and it's the best I can figure is everybody's different, which makes a ton of sense.
Sure.
Right? And there's certain foods that your body's going to react to. It's going to process certain things differently. So, like, there's not one way to, like, eat, oh, here, you're going to be healthy this way. Like,
that can't be true. There has to be some core principles that is universal. Like, hey, vegetables are good for you.
right, but at the same time, if you overdo it on vegetables, like, you're missing out on some key proteins.
Okay, but
so that's the thing. Like, but I've seen some, like, monolithic type men who are vegan.
really?
Yeah, there's vegan bodybuilders out there. They're crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah, I saw it in a documentary.
Internet, is this true?
Just tell them about the documentary. But yeah, so there's just all these, like, and you know, like, I dip my toe in the carnivore diet waters, and that's hard. It's just hard. It's hard to just eat one thing.
Yeah.
I like too many different kinds of food for that. Keto, I mean, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to adjust it, maybe do keto, but...
Keto's popular. A lot of people like keto.
I love bread, though.
Do you remember...
Bread's on. This is the problem. This is what it caused. I'm addicted to bread.
Do you remember the Atkins diet? Way back
Yeah, it's
in the
very
day?
similar to keto.
That's what I think. Yeah. I think keto, and I think it's just rebranded Atkins.
Yeah, and there was something... And my thing is... I don't like diets that cut something completely out. I don't think that makes sense. Like,
Moderation. Everything in moderation.
I think everything in moderation. But I do also think there is an optimal diet for every person based on how your body processes different things.
There's something about triggering and enabling your metabolism to work at its most efficient, whatever. But what you eat is what does it. And it's not how much you exercise, and it's not how much...
And the problem is, for every view that you can find about this stuff, there is the antithesis of that view out there. And
hey, you need 8 glasses of water a day. No, you don't. You need 2 glasses of water a day.
Right. Like, oh no, there's plenty of water inside your body. You don't need to drink it at all. Like, what?
Right. You should go on a water diet. Like, fast from water. For 4 days. See how long that goes.
So like trying to find
sodas only.
And of course, all of them are backed by some kind of doctor or something.
God, is it too easy to get a doctorate now?
I don't know.
I don't think it is.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for people that have their doctorates. That's a lot of work.
Unless you just like school. Like my daughter, I think, could probably get a doctorate in just about anything, just because she likes school and she likes getting good grades. Like, what do you want to learn?
There are people like that. I'm certainly not one of them. I hated school.
It's crazy that our government could lie to us on that level, like to have the answer and be like, we're going to tell you something different.
Gosh, did anybody know what they were talking about in the 70s?
There's a lot of shrooms going around, that's all I know.
That was 50 years ago. Over 50 years ago.
Stop talking. We're celebrating our best friend's 40th birthday this weekend. That's enough old stuff for once. And on that note, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye right now because the sun's getting low.
Wait, before you say goodbye, did I tell you about the timeline? It's September right now.
Your timeline's over.
2024.
Your timeline's ending right now. You're gonna spaghetti off into nothing like in Loki. Thanks for hanging out with us. Check out next episode. It's gonna be great. We're gonna really be doing some cool stuff here in the next few episodes. So hang in there with us. And we'll see you next time. Heading to the valley.